Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this great occasion. My name is Susan Curnan, and I'm very happy to be the moderator for today's event. And also, I'm very happy that the Brandeis University Faculty Senate is co-sponsoring this conversation. So welcome, and you can continue eating. I'm good with that. What a week it's been, huh? How many of you have participated in DEIS events throughout the week? Yeah, well, yes and no, and so much going on, both on this campus and in the world, of course, but it was a fabulous week. As our president, Ron Leibowitz, said at the keynote address the other night, this is a festival like no other, right? He, for those of us who were there, you know that he went on at some length about the Middlebury's Festival and other college and university festivals. There are festivals about chili and wine and beer and music and politics and all manner of educational opportunities. But as far as he knows and as far as I know, the Brandeisian Festival on social justice is the only one of its kind. And that in itself is something to be applauded. So today, in keeping with the idea of festival, we're going to blur the lines between work and play. And as I was talking in preparation for today with Cindy Cohen, the acting director of the Ethics Center, she reminded me about a festival. It was such a beautiful moment. She said, well, a festival mirrors a community back to itself. And each of us in the community is a prism for refracting light and truth in our own way. So we're going to have a chance to look back at how others have done this as we carry on the retrospective analysis of the first 5 years and revisiting each of those 5 years with members of the faculty who have been commissioned to write a paper on the impact of those years. Each have done that, and I think they're going to be available online in following on this conversation. So we are going to start with the first of the 5 years in 2012. Each panelist from the faculty will introduce themselves. I haven't forgotten you. I'm just giving the layout. Will quickly introduce themselves and speak for about 5 minutes, incorporate the voices of the keynotes of those times and those years through a video clip. So we'll have a good dose. I have asked each of the speakers to not only give a sense of the keynote, but even more importantly, to talk to us about what are the enduring messages and lessons that we should be aware of to incorporate in our lives going forward. What can we really take away from this? In fact, what's the DEIS impact of those years? So we're going to do that. Then we're going to have a Q&A. You can raise questions with any one of the 5 panelists. And then we're going to have more fun with tabletop conversations. And you have questions on your tables to give you an advance preview of what we hope that you will talk about. And those questions, though there are 3, are really about 2 things. And to quote one of our panelists today, to introspectively interrogate the meaning of social justice in our lives, each of our lives, and to consider how we might improve the scope and impact of the DEIS Festival going forward. So we'll have that conversation, and then Cindy is going to offer some closing remarks about principal takeaways that can inform the future. Now, before going to that wonderful agenda, I want to ask Marcy to come forward, because I think we could all agree that she is the wizard and superstar of DEIS Impact. So let's greet her warmly. Yeah.